Well, here we are, practice night, Manzanita. It's just wonderful to be here tonight. It's beautiful weather, just warm, nice, quiet, no smog. It's a wonderful day to be at Manzanita. Manzanita Speedway, Phoenix, Arizona. Now this is Wednesday. This is a practice night. This is night where people can come and bring their cars. Of course, they pay an entry fee, but they can come in there, they turn the lights on, they wet the track, and get everything ready to go for practice. They build a lot of lap times during the week getting ready for the following weekend for the race. What we're looking at here is Charles McLane in this Camaro coming around the curve right now, coming around a turn 4, car 50. It's got the white racing stripe, blue on one side, red on the other. That's Charles McLane. He's 16 years old, and he's just doing fine on that track. He was 16 in December, and this, of course, this is in May, so he's 16 and a half years old. Now coming around the track here is David McLane. Now David is Charles's older brother, and David has been on track before, and this is he's having a wonderful time. He's driving a Le Mans. That's Charles there, right there, car 50. These are the mud laps, practice night, and then behind him, a couple of cars in the Le Mans is kind of sideways right now is David McLane. David is Charles's older brother.
Goes on, Hank, when the guy first starts.
Well, it looks like David kind of let it get away from him there. That is slick down there, and the water from the track, when they watered it, it runs down in there. It looks like David got caught in. They're coming after him here with a wrecker, help him get out. I don't really think they're going to use the wrecker. They're just going to get out and give him a little push, and he'll make his way on out there on the track and get going again. Hey, there he is. They're giving him a little shove. He'll get it straightened out and get going. You notice that Charlie's a little bit leery of that bog hole down there. He's not supposed to get in it. He's staying high up there on that track. As they get farther into the evening, as the track gets packed and drying out, that he'll get faster and be up high. There's David getting out of the vehicle, the car right now. And he's getting, what that is a pressurized container, has water. So the radiators, we run those cars so the advanced timing that they heat. And he's cooling it down so he can shut it off.
Yeah, he'll take it back.
See, when they pull those cars in there, they're very, very muddy, and because that's clay, they haul that clay in special for that track. It's a clay oval, and it packs very, very hard. When it starts drying out, it packs up, gets like asphalt, pavement. And I see David. He looks like he's looking at his tires now. They're trying to solve something so that won't happen to him again out there to get out of place. Well, that with their back to me, the camera's running. That's me. That's Charles McLane, and I have my grandson. His name is Davy, Charles David. He's the same name as David on the track. That's my grandson. That's David's son, and we're down there enjoying the racing and the activities as a family. It's just wonderful to have a family involved in this. We get to enjoy each other's company, laugh at our mistakes, and appreciate the good things that happen.
Hold still, little Davy.
No. What did he work on?
I don't know what he's doing. He thinks he's going to solve his problem with tires, and he's not.
What's the matter? Did you flip his ear or something?
Almost. The little Boy Scouts coming over here.
Oh, yeah. You can take their picture.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they all got a mustache. That's all the time, isn't it?
Huh?
Take their picture. Tell us that you're taking a picture of them. That's Keith Hall there in the front.
No, that's not Keith. Alan Ladd.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's a pretty good outing for some Boy Scouts, huh? He didn't go out on the track. The guy just pushed me late.
Got him started.
I know.
Well, that's Charlie out there. He's digging some of that clay out off of that car, so it won't be so heavy. It gets all very heavy. That gets packed up into fender wells, and they keep it dug out, keep the car light enough. As that track gets drier, they get more speed up, and they'll have to put a little more air in the tires. Right now, they're probably running about 12 pounds. But when the track gets harder, 12 pounds of air is not enough to hold the tires out against the rims. This car coming around here, this is in a class, they call them super stocks. And they have a lot more horsepower. They use a different kind of rear end, and they're not claimers, so that somebody can just come and take their engine. On the ones that Charlie and David drive, that they keep them from spending too much money on the engine by after a race, if they've won or first or second place, something like that, different people, if they're qualified, they can claim that engine and give them $350, and they pull the engine out of the car and give it to whoever bought it. So they don't dare have too much in those engines. You see how Charlie stays up high on that track? He don't want to get in that down there where it's too muddy. There, David around there again. He's high. Uh-oh, look at that. He didn't have enough speed to keep it up there. Uh-oh, look at that. I don't believe he's going to have to be pushed out. He's going good. Well, it looks like that boy in that super stock. I thought he was doing pretty good. It looks like he's sitting in that mud hole now. That boy in that super stock, he got down there with the rest of them. Didn't keep it high enough. Well, they'll all learn. It just take a while.
That's Daddy over there.
Yeah, it looks like David's getting pretty high, too high. Went over the bank there. It's pretty touchy. You have to have the right speed, right power settings. It's just you have to get the feel of the car. He's not stuck though. He's pulling back out on the track. David is. Car 70 back out on the track.
Well, we can't go down here right now.
Listen to Charlie run. What's the Charlie punching thing?
Looks like the right speed combination, power, just high up there on the track, high, just fine. Uh-oh. Car 70, David McLane, he did it again. Oh, but he's not stuck. Look at him, he's got his foot in it now. On his way. On his way.
You got some more power to go.
Looking good, looking good. Look out, Charlie. Oh, there. See how it's muddy, and then over on the edge is dust. Look at that dirt fly. I didn't think somebody else was there stirring up that dirt. Is Charlie okay? Nah, he's going. He's going now. He's going. It didn't stop him. He's going. Track dries out, the speed will pick up. Out on the outside edges and marbles, they get into that, the level just go on over the side. The speed will pick up. Then they'll have, be making this is a third of a mile, and the time around that track is about 13 seconds. So you can see that the speed that they're going to attain is not too slow pokey. It's moving along pretty good. Pretty good. Charlie didn't have, that is a hole right there. Oh. Charlie's going good. They have the cars back in the pits now, cleaning them up, cooling them down, getting ready. On these practice nights, they only let them have about 7 or 8 laps out there, and then they have to come in and they let a different class go out there. If you can hear in the background now, those dwarfs. They run dwarfs and sprint cars, but they don't mix them up. The factory stocks and the super stocks, they run separate, and so they run bombers with them. When they get into the sprint cars and the dwarfs, they just don't run with the factory stocks when they're practice nights. So they get 7 or 8, 10 laps, then they change places and the other cars can go back out. That's how they work it here. Right now, they're just doing any tinkering they need to do on their cars. If they're happy with them, they just enjoy them, talk about them. Ooh, getting a drink there. They got a snack bar open over there, even on nights like this. Charlie's getting back in his car, but he don't have his suit on. I don't know what he's doing in there. He got to be working on it because he's not going to. Well, he might have a suit in there, but he can't go back out yet because them other people are still there. Yeah, he's getting out of the car. He has a 2-piece suit. David only has a 1-piece suit. See, David, when he takes the, looks like we're getting ready to go again. David's pulling out now. Charlie will be right behind him. We're going to go out because as soon as when they get in the staging area, there's a light over there on the other side that'll be either red or green. And if it's red, they have to stay in that staging area. Don't go out on that track until they get a green light. Then that is free to go.
You didn't see that on the family?
See, the track's drying out. They're getting a few more cars out there now. They're not racing, but they are, but they're not. They're not racing. They're just out there to enjoy driving around that track, getting to practice with other people on the track. As you can see, they're picking up speed. The track's drying out. and they're getting a little faster. Stay out of that mud hole, David. Up, he missed it. You see, they're picking up a little more speed as they're coming around now. Getting going faster. You can see some of that track. You see where the light's shining on it. It's starting to get harder. And it will get hard and rough. Right out there in the marbles. Uh-oh, right over the side. Oh, David. That's happened before, but he's not hurt. He'll be all right. He'll be back out there. Just turn it around and let's go. Dave's picking his speed up there pretty good. He's pushing it as hard as he can.
Don't hit him, Charlie.
Number 8 coming in second.
Oh, yeah?
When they're racing, they talk about being in the groove now. So what they do is they'll have a place in the track where they run that they have good control of the car and they stay in that groove, they're okay. They get out of the groove and they get in trouble. What we're seeing here with David, and it's just wonderful to see this. He's pushing that car as hard as he can, finding out what the limits of it, what the limits of the track are, and pushing that thing just as hard as he can. Find out where the limits are before he gets in a race. He wants to know exactly how far he can push it. So what happens is it takes a little bit of pushing it hard to make sure just how far you can let it go. And you can't do that without practice. And David is doing it just right. If it was me, I'd do it exactly the same way. I would run it as hard as I could within the parameters to see just how far I can push it without getting in trouble. You see that man out there with the camera? He is the club photographer. He takes the pictures for the club. Of course, if anybody wants to buy any pictures that he has taken, they're certainly welcome to. They're for sale. He does that. You can buy anything that he has taken pictures of if you want to. It's just sometimes that he just takes pictures and takes pictures and takes pictures, and some of the pictures people really like them and they pay him for them. Guys like to have them pictures of themselves in the cars and in them skids and things like that. So Charlie bringing it back in, David's bringing it back in. They got the yellow light, the red light. They got the checkered flag. they have to come in and park until it's their turn again. Well, to kind of relax a little bit. That adrenaline when they're driving those cars out there, that adrenaline, they having it works on them. The excitement that goes with it really does work on them. Well, we're going back out again. It's our turn. They're waiting for the green light.
They got a light, they're ready to go. Rolling.
When people walk in these bleachers, makes the camera jerk, flop around. Don't mean it to be that way. The other cars that was running with them, they're a little slow about getting out there, and I see that Madrid's not out there right now. Well, we have a few more cars out here. They get to running steady as a group. They kind of get their speed back where they want to be. David, he has seen the limits of his car. He's practiced with it, and that's wonderful. Charlie has. Everybody else is seeing the limits of their car, how far they can push them without getting in trouble. As you can tell, it's drying out, the track's drying out, the cars are getting faster and faster and faster. Every round as that track dries out, they can get more speed, they can attain more speed.
Yeah, they are. He's got a lot of variation in them, but he's doing better overall.
Turning soon enough. He needs to get to the inside and start turning way back here by that Western World sign.
Well, they're pulling into the pits, cooling down now. Cool them down, check them out. It's two of my sons are right here, side by side in those pits, working on their race cars. Me and my grandson watching. It just don't get any better than this. Look at them boys. They're happy. I'm happy. It's just wonderful to see them out there working together and cooperating with each other and getting along. They build a friendship that lasts a long time. Well, they're going to take them back out there and maybe get a green light and give it another chance to go. Incidentally, that Le Mans, that car 70 that David is driving, last year, Charlie went across on the 5/8 mile track there and hit that concrete wall right you can see right there in the background, hit it running wide open. And he shortened that Le Mans up. We took it to a frame shop and had it pulled out and put the engine back in it and straighten the frame up, get it kind of back out to where it's supposed to be. That's the car that David's driving now. Nothing wrong with them being shortened up. We just pull them back out so that they can line up and run again. there's Charlie. He's had trouble with that front right-hand corner of that hood before. But he's got a, I think it, probably we didn't weld it down just right, make the pin just right. Things didn't work right. But he's taking care of it. He'll take care of it. Now there's David helping Charlie. For some reason I don't seem to be picking up that other car 70. I didn't mean not to. I just don't seem to be picking it up correctly. David's helping Charlie. Whatever it is, it's not serious because they're going to go back out. When we get it into the shop, we can take a look at it. Charlie's coming over there working on that toolbox, and he was about 15, just barely. He come in one day and asked if he could borrow some tools. I said, sure, whatever you want. And he picked out that little toolbox, and he went over to a wrecking yard and started pulling parts for those people. He worked for them a long time, pulling parts in a wrecking yard. It was his first, well, he'd done a little bit before, but he was 15, and he was pulling parts in that wrecking yard, and that's really where his mechanical ability started, pulling parts in a wrecking yard. David there helping Charlie. David he was a lot different. David grew up helping me. He was working on trucks every time I worked on the trucks from the time he was big enough to walk. Worked on cars, tires, whatever we were doing, and we were very mechanical. He did everything that we did, everything that he and I did, we did together for years. He has a tremendous amount of mechanical ability. And also when it comes to driving, trucks, semis, cars, motorcycles, he just about can handle anything that he wants to pick up. But he does have a tremendous amount of mechanical ability. He really does. He can see into things and really put things together. Drive it hard, Dave. Don't be afraid of it. Most we can do is run off the track. Can't hurt anything. Drive it hard. Don't be afraid. Look at them two brothers. They say they're not competing with each other, but just watch this. Look at it. They're serious now. Track's dried out. They're ready to go. Look at that. Say, look, I'm right here, David. Don't you look back. I'm right here. Look at him. Cut him on the inside. Oh. Now we know. Will he take him? Yes, he did. They're right in a groove. Now he can't get back around. That practicing early, even though that they had a little trouble finding the parameters of the cars, is sure paying off. Look at them go. Say, look out, Charlie, here I come. Good show, boys. I'll tell you what. You keep on practicing like this and keep on running. Now, Friday night, we're going to run again. Friday night, only be more serious. There'll be more cars, and we'll run again Friday. Just get ready, kind of tuck them away, haul them home on the trailers, get them cleaned up, get them ready to go for Friday night. Keep up that competitive spirit, boys. Keep that competitive spirit alive. We're about ready to shut down for the night. They're about ready to turn the lights out, put everything away, load these things on the trailers. It's just about time to clean up, get out of the yard, come in and get them cars ready for Friday night. I think we're going to be ready. If we're not, Friday night's going to come and we're going to go anyway, whether we're ready or not. Here I come, ready or not.